I'm gonna go this direction, I guess.
Okay, you head down
Back
that way.
to my room.
Okay, you head down this way, and the two elves that were playing chess
Oh yeah.
come out of the room and head towards the dining hall.
Oh, they didn't just make a move then.
They're gonna have a break, then they're gonna go back to thinking about their move.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, they're muttering to themselves, pointing, moving their hands around, doing like sign language gesture, as well as talking. You turn the corner, Zellie, and you hear the gathering of people in the room up ahead.
Okay. I
Lee?
keep going.
Yes. Grabbing arms, grabbing arms, grabbing!
Okay. Lee's trying to tidy himself up.
I'm having a shave. And,
He's having a shave.
yeah, just getting dressed.
He's getting dressed. Yes, he's getting dressed. There's a knock at the door.
Okay.
Olwe is at the door and saying, "Are you ready, sir?"
1 second, let me just finish getting ready and bit of bobs. And then, yes,
Okay.
I am ready.
Okay. You close the door behind you,
Yeah.
and she escorts you down.
So you've got to knock on this door as well to find out if my friend's there as well. We go down at the same time.
No,
or?
no, she's already waiting for you. She's already left.
Oh right, fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, she knows I left?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
She's seen you. Okay. You both arrive at opposite entrances to the dining hall. In the dining hall, you see there's probably about 30 or 40 other people as well, mostly elves. There is a very elderly hobbit.
Okay, well, a really small person. Do I know of hobbits yet?
You're not too sure what hobbits are. You've seen a couple of them in Tharbad, and you've heard about them, but they tend not to wear shoes. That's what you've heard. So you look down, you see their feet, and you think, yep, everybody else is wearing nicely decorated ornate shoes. This guy's just got bare feet with fur, like hair growing out of it. That's got to be a hobbit.
Right.
That or a very ugly dwarf.
Do I?
No, I know what a dwarf looks like.
Yeah. Zellie, you have heard of hobbits. You've read about them. You've been told about them, and the easiest way to find a hobbit is, have they got anything on their feet?
Alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is a very, very old hobbit. He's got grey hair, and he looks as if he's about 160 years in hobbit terms or human terms. Very, 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 very old hobbit. There is 3 other hobbits there as well, much younger, dressed very, very finely. Behind you, you can hear the dwarf and the elf.
Oh yeah.
They're muttering to each other. The dwarf is saying, "I hope they serve good grub," and the elf reminding him that they're not here for just the food.
Yeah.
In the middle of the room, you see a tall elf with long black hair, and he's wearing some kind of a small crown, like a tiara kind of thing, like a ringlet on his head.
Elrond?
You assume that's Elrond.
I'm assuming.
You're assuming that's
Do I notice
Elrond.
him as well?
Yes, you notice him as well.
Would I assume it's Elrond, or would I just assume it's another live tool? I mean, does he stand out to me?
He's wearing... Well,
You'll stand out in terms of,
he's
he's
standing
got
out
cool
because
duds.
he's wearing... Yes, he has...
They've all got cool duds
He's
compared to
wearing
me.
a ring on his hand. He has this very ornate headpiece. He has long black hair, he has blue eyes, and he is wearing white and silver shimmering iridescent tunic.
Okay, so he stands out a fair bit.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay. Lee, Elrond appears to be talking with the old man that took off with your cart.
He's there! He's there! Oh my god! I'm not so happy now. Oh,
I
God.
noticed Lee, right?
Yeah, you see Lee just like in the doorway opposite to you.
I'm going
Several
over
things
to-
you notice in this room. 1, Lee is opposite you. 2, the smell coming from what you assume to be the kitchen is, like, yes, overwhelming. And this room is full of a biggest group of elves, hobbit, dwarves, humans, old people you've ever been in the presence of.
More than the bar, that's for sure.
So, does Louis escort us to our seats or anything, or does she just show us to the hall and then leave?
No, she's basically just got you there. You're looking around. You can see all this kind of stuff. You see Zellie across the way.
Okay, I suppose I better go and join her.
She's Zellie in a different outfit.
Yeah, Zellie different outfit. Zellie, you see Lee in a completely different outfit, in an elven outfit.
Yeah, a bit crazy.
Whoa, you've upgraded. What happens?
It's a bit light and pretty for me, but at least it's clean. Can't have you moaning at me now, can I?
Oh yes, you're now clean, that's nice. Yeah, definitely better than it was.
Okay.
Looks like you've upgraded your dress, but... yeah.
I just borrowed.
In Zellie, you notice that Lee's been playing with perfumes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Please tell me you didn't break any perfume bottles all over you. Oh.
No, but Lee's not accustomed to using perfume.
Clean.
He's used a lot of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you just open perfume bottles and threw it all over you?
They had all these little special jars on the side, and it's not often I get to use this sort of stuff. If I have ever used a lot of it, I mean, the amount I have, you would have to put a lot on your face where we're from, and it doesn't really smell any different from horse shit. So, from what I have now, it was so many different smells. I wanted to have, I had a good bath, nice clean. I wanted to smell a little bit nicer.
Okay. Just remember next time not to overdo it with those kind of things.
I didn't know. Fair enough.
Now you know.
Okay. Elrond turns round and faces you all, raises his hands.
Hello.
The room falls silent. He says, "Welcome everyone to my house. We have all come here to decide Middle-earth's fate."
I look at Estel, like, well, I come here for my stuff.
Yes, everybody, the room kind of falls silent. Like I said, and you can hear that whispering kind of music coming from all the way across Rivendell, from every room.
Okay.
And he says, "But tonight, we celebrate. Tonight, we feast. Please enjoy yourselves."
Yeah.
Okay, then the next thing you see is the elderly hobbit turn around and say, "It's about bloody time." Okay. And the hobbits take to the tables straight away, and water has been poured, the bread has been eaten, and the fruit has been sought through.
Right, okay.
The dwarf looks across and says, "Well, that's what I'm talking about," and goes over and sits down next to the hobbits.
Right. I would like to slowly motion my way over to where the old man was.
Okay, you maneuver your way across
Does
to
he
the old man.
want me to follow him?
Oh.
No, I'll turn to you and I say, "Look, the old man's there," and then I'll walk off and.
The people you would expect to be there are there, apart from Aragorn.
What? Fair enough.
I'll just follow him anyway, because I already lost him once.
Yes, they're sitting at various tables. They're kind of all mixed up. There's no seating arrangement, no seating plan. They all seem to be moving from chair to chair, because there's only about 40-50 people here, and this place is accustomed to sitting 200.
They've got the whole entire thing to...
Yeah, they're moving from table to table, depending on what they want to drink, and what they want to eat, and what they need, kind of thing. It's kind of like a sit-down buffet-style party get-together.
Yes.
So they are moving tables and chairs around, and the dwarf is admiring the crystal.
Oh, is one of the small people? Do I recognize one of them as being from with Arwen?
Is Arwen here as well? I search around to see if Arwen's here.
Arwen's not here, and Aragorn's not here.
And the small person with Arwen is not
and
there.
And the small
well.
person that Arwen was carrying is not here either.
Right. I want to go up to the old man. I was talk to him. I want to go, "Hello."
And I follow.
You go up to the old man.
I don't go hello. I go, "Excuse me, do you remember me?"
He says, "Of course he remembers you."
Excellent. Don't suppose you know where my stuff is now then?
He says, "Yes, it's rightfully where it belongs."
Excuse me?
What?
It's rightfully where it belongs.
I'm on about my horse and carriage that I got you up on, and I had a scruffle in. I fell out the back of it.
Yes, he knows what you're talking about. You left it where he found it.
Me.
Oh, it's back in Tharbad, is it?
Back in Tharbad, is it?
Yes, he put it back where he found it.
I've travelled here to collect it. I was told that you were heading here, to meet you here to get it.
Yes, he was, but he was heading to Tharbad first.
Is it safe? Is everything okay? Is my horse okay?
It's in the barn. Where he found it.
Okay. Okay. I go away and I go and collect a drink.
I'm loving this affair.
This is like...
It doesn't say there'd been a problem. He didn't.
My entire journey was to get here. You know.
No.
Whoa. The good news is you now. Wait, Theo. The good thing is it's where it's safe and sound, and when this is over, we can go back.
That's normal, proper procedures to return things where you find them first.
I thank you for returning it to me. Well, returning it to where it was. I just hope it's still there when I return.
It should be fine.
He says, "Oh, don't you worry about it," and he taps his nose. He doesn't twitch his nose. He taps his nose with his finger.
Okay, thank you. What of the other horse?
What other horse?
My other war horse, the one that Aragorn had.
Oh, well, that's with Aragorn.
Is Aragorn here tonight?
I think he has some business he needs to take care of.
Will he be attending here?
Lady business, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. I'll let him off tonight then.
Oh!
Alright, Zellie.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah, you just stood there listening to...
No, I was with Thea.
I know you were, yes, just listening. You just found out that his horse has been returned safely.
Yeah, and then hearing their conversation, I was like... like, oh.
I know one of my
He's having the fun.
I don't know about
that. Oh, God.
Or she's slapping him, I don't know.
I don't know about that either. Some things a wizard doesn't mess with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, email's one of them. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so everybody's sitting down. I don't know where you guys are sitting.
I'll go just wherever the nearest drink is first.
There's drinks on every table.
Let's go to this table here then. Just sit down.
Which table?
I don't know, this one here, where I am.
Okay.
Is it near the...
I think it's one of the round tables, isn't it?
Yes, one of the round tables. The round tables down the wall sides. There's 5 of them in all, and each one sits 10. And there's one table in the middle which sits... we can sit everybody. It sits 50, 25 down either side of it. A long table. But Elrond will sit at the head of it.
Yeah, I just sit down there and go...
Is that the closest round table to the big table?
They're all fairly close.
I would guess they're probably on the same perimeter around.
Imagine if you can imagine there's a table that runs all the way down the middle, and then the circle tables like evenly spaced.
Yeah.
Like that down either side kind of thing. Yeah.
I was hoping we'll be one of those that's here.
Okay. When you're sitting at the table, you're sitting next to one of the hobbits.
Well, who's sitting next to who?
Zellie's sitting next to one of the hobbits.
Okay.
Lee's sitting next to Zellie.
And then Lee's also next to who?
Next to one of the elves that was playing chess.
Oh. Yay! Get out of my conversation anyway.
Okay.
I'll take a drink.
The circle tables, and there's people sitting opposite and further around the table and all kinds of stuff. In the centre of the table there is a floral arrangement, a table centrepiece. And there is plates, there's forks, there's spoons, there's knives, there's finger bowls, there's napkins, there is 2 glasses to each person, there's a normal tankard sized one, and there's a wine one made of crystal, and there is a decanter of wine and a decanter of water in the middle of the table also. 1 decanter per table. There's a small selection of thimble size, like egg cup size spices as well, and there's about 12 of them, different types. There's a lot of salt and pepper and stuff like that.
Okay. I want to ask I want to take a drink of
There's fruit
the canteen.
and there's bread.
Is there alcohol? Is it alcohol drink?
It's a wine.
Can I?
Yeah, it's a wine.
Can I take a sip? Does it agree with me?
It's called moon wine. It's red. It's a moon wine, and it's called moon wine is because the grapes are picked in the night time, and the wine is crushed and fermented and stored and bottled at night time.
Okay. Does it taste nice?
It has to be done on a certain day of the month of the full moon.
Right.
Okay, and it's called a moon wine. It tastes of peppermint.
Okay, I'll just have a nice little drink of that then.
Okay. It's light and refreshing. It's not alcoholic.
Damn it.
Yes.
It's a peppermint.
My dreamland.
It's a peppermint. It's a red grape peppermint wine.
That's not.
Can I taste that? It's not alcoholic. Yeah, can I taste it? It's not.
It's not having any effect on you after the first glass.
Well, that's a bonus.
It tastes. It
I wish to turn
a lot
to the
like
chest.
like toothpaste.
I wish to turn to the guy to my left, who would be the chess playing guy,
Yes, the chess playing elf.
and say, "Did you ever finish your move?
He said, "Yeah."
Who won?"
Oh no, we're still playing. No rush.
Who's the favourite to win?
Oh well. Last year, it was the other guy, but this year could be completely different.
Wow. Yeah. Holy cow. Well, concentrate hard.
Okay, zellie, you're sitting next to the Hobbit, and the Hobbit is amazed at the sight of a banana.
I'm sitting between two people who are probably idiots.
He's put it on his plate, this banana,
No.
and he's carving it with his knife and fork.
Is it the grey-haired one?
No,
Or
it's
is
one,
it
of the,
the-
it's one of
the
the
young
younger
ones?
hobbits. Yes, it's the younger hobbit who says he's never had anything like this in Hobbiton. He's cut himself a slice of banana, skin, banana, the lot, and
Estelle's not even bothering to
he
interrupt.
puts it into his mouth and starts chewing away on it.
I'm guessing Estelle knows what a banana is as well, yeah?
She's seen them occasionally in Tharbad, but it's only by the rich. Only by the rich. She's not too
Okay.
sure about many. Estelle kind of knows that you're supposed to peel it before eating it. A hobbit's never
right.
seen a banana before, and they have a tendency to think, oh, it's like an apple, and you just eat the skin as well.
Yes.
And this hobbit is chewing
Ew.
this banana like it's
excuse
shoe
me.
Have
leather.
I ever seen a banana before? It's my character.
No,
ever seen
you're
a banana?
fascinated. You think this is
Did
like.
you just... so Lee's character just turns around and sees that happening? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
thinking
just
I
sees
might
he sees
pick one up
he
as
sees
well.
the hobbit just pick up a banana, slice the banana, slices it into cuts it into slices, and so the nice little rounds with a little skin
when
on
he
them.
starts
Picking
just...
them up like biscuits and just popping them into his mouth whole and chewing away on these bananas.
Just as he's putting one in his mouth, I'm like, excuse me, you don't eat the skin.
Ah,
Yeah. You just eat the inside.
okay. Well, that would certainly save a lot of time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Oh well, in that case, I better have two. Okay.
Try so hard not to, like...
I want a banana as well.
Okay.
Oh, not you two.
Right.
I'm fascinated by them. I've never seen
I've
them.
never seen these bananas. They're really exotic. They've
I
managed to
take
grow
a
them.
banana
They
and
do grow them
literally
in
give...
Rivendell, but they only grow them in Rivendell thanks to the gardener's expertise and skill and knowledge. And somebody a long time ago donated seeds to grow bananas.
Wow. Banana.
I take one in terms of just to show example, and I kind of peel it, the banana. Or try to peel a banana.
Okay, then you
Like-
you pick up one of the bananas and you start peeling a banana. This hobbit is like thinking, okay, seems like a waste, but it wasn't that bad really. Lee,
Yeah.
you're looking at
A
this
coffee.
yes, you're looking at this banana. The elves just mesmerised in seeing you two and a hobbit in
Eating
3
a banana.
different ways eat a banana.
I'm eating like kind of a slight proper way, or try to.
I just grab it and like rip it apart and
And then the other one tried to eat everything and then
Zellie,
tries
you
to...
peel the banana quite nicely. You even slice it and leave it on your plate, nicely like cut into segments. Lee gets hold of the banana, breaks it in half. So he's got 2 halves of banana in one hand, and the hobbit there is wondering whether he should follow your example or eat the skin anyway, because that's what he expects you're supposed to be able to do with it.
And then just other elves will getting win and they're just staring like, what the hell?
Okay.
oh, that'd be funny.
Although I did find it nice because I don't usually have much bananas.
You don't have bananas, it's very exotic.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's expensive, damn it.
Elrond stands up. Everybody's talking. There's music playing as well. And Elrond stands up and he lifts a little silver bell off the table and he rings it. And it gives out a nice little tinkly sound. And the doors to the kitchen open up.
I want to like look around, go, oh, and have my banana in my mouth. Go, oh.
Let's see what.
What did we have this here for?
What?
This
Oh,
MP3.
Zellie wanted it.
Leave it! Don't press play! That's in case we play anything from there. But...
Okay, so yes, you see the trolleys coming in. They are silver trolleys, and there's people carrying in elven-like servants, carrying in trays as well by hand, big giant silver platters. Trolleys coming in. There is one trolley full of bowls, and there is another trolley with a very large silver soup bowl in it, and another guy going around refilling the bread bowls.
Cool.
Okay. He starts serving out bowls of some kind of soup. You're not sure what it is. And he comes to your table and said, would you like some soup?
Please.
What kind is he serving?
What kind is he serving?
Yeah.
Soup.
Just soup.
Soup.
I just want to know what's in the soup.
Oh, there's mushrooms.
Ah, okay. Mushrooms.
Magic mushrooms.
No, there's soup. There's soup. Sorry, there's mushroom soup.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, it's mushroom and potato.
Alright. Ah.
Oh.
To be fair, I guess I'm used
around.
to that from the bar.
I want to look around and see how people are actually
Gives you a bowl.
eating this soup.
Gives you a bowl of mushroom soup, and the almost a horrific look on the hobbit's face, because the guy who's carrying the bread basket reaches out and removes the bread basket and takes it away, even though it's still half full. And he comes back with a fresh bread basket full of fresh bread.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
The hobbit reaches out, grabs himself a brown bread bun with a little bit of flour on top, rips it in half and starts dunking it into his soup.
Is the elf on my left, the chess playing elf, is he having soup?
He's having soup, yes.
Can I observe how he's eating it?
Yes, he's using a spoon.
Is he using any bread to death?
So is
or-
Estel.
He has a small morsel of bread, but it looks like it's whey bread. It's like elf bread.
Okay, I want to take a bit of bread from the bread thing and break a little bit up and then just have it on the side and use my spoon and just eat a little bit.
Okay. Zellie, you notice the hobbit is just dunking this bread into his soup and then sucking the soup out of the bread.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
The tablecloth around the Hobbit. You might not see the evening out.
Or tablecloth.
Yeah, the tablecloth. You might not see the evening out. Looking the other way, you can see Lee.
I'm doing it nicely. I'm doing it nicely.
Holding his silver spoon with 2 fingers and slowly moving it across the surface of the soup, away from him. Then slowly slurping it off the spoon.
So it's like a little wave. I want to... Yeah, okay, I'll do it like that. 2 fingers. No, that's fine. I'll hold the soup like that. I'm trying to copy what the elf on my left is doing. He's using such grace and all that. I'm like...
He takes a nibble of his whey bread. This can be best described as like a very well baked biscuit crust, like a shortbread. Crunches away on it, and then takes another like sip from his soup as he gently strokes it across the surface of the soup away from him, and then brings it to his lips. You notice all the elves are doing this in sequence. They seem to like be in sync.
Except me, I'm not in sync. I'm just like.
They seem to all put their spoon in at the same time, drag it across the surface, then take the spoon out and lift it to their lips, and then slurp it up, and then sit back. And they do this simultaneously.
That is just crazy.
The biggest noise comes from the table with the dwarf. Doesn't understand the concept of a spoon, and is holding the bowl in both hands and drinking from the side of it.
Oh. Do I hear this as well? Can I turn around and look at him as well?
Yeah, Lee, you look across and you see the soup being drunk by the dwarf, rolling down the beard of the dwarf.
Oh.
Onto the tablecloth near the dwarf.
Oh, it's worse than the Hobbit next to me. At least he's doing it with the bread.
That's cool. I like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take small piece of bread.
Take a small piece of bread.
Yeah, to nom on a little bit.
Don't worry about me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Good.
You, Zellie, you take your piece of bread. You have your mushroom soup. It's got a cream spiral in the middle, and there's a small walnut sitting in the centre of it. On the surface.
She's allergic to walnut. No! We want to know the Heimlich maneuver.
It's a piece of artwork, pretty much.
Okay, it kind of makes me feel sorry to eat it, because it looks too pretty.
Sorry, the iPad's changed for me. I don't know if it's going to be fine for you guys.
Okay.
I think you're fine.
It's fine.
You're fine!
Okay, so you're having your soup? Yes? The Hobbit's eating it his way. The elves across you eating it in unison. The dwarf's slurping away at it because he doesn't know what a spoon is.
Lee trying to copy what
Lee's trying to copy the elves the best way he can.
So I don't want to look like real stupid against this. After a while, I'm just gonna
work out why
stop.
the elves are doing it in this sequence. It's because they all finish at about the same time.
Oh wow!
Okay?
I was gonna say as a music player that they will be doing it to the rhythm, you know.
No, it's because they all kind of finish at the same time. I mean, not all elves will eat everything that they put in front of them, but they tend to start the meal at the same time, and they tend to all end at the same time.
Okay. I don't want to finish until I finish my entire bowl.
Okay.
So even if they stop, I continue.
Say what?
If the elf stops, I want to continue eating my soup.
Okay. Okay, well, all the elves are finishing off their soup. Some of them are still eating the bread. Although they've both finished the soup at the same time, the eating of the bread kind of... The rules for that etiquette are out the window. And some of them finish the bread quicker than others.
Yeah, okay.
The Hobbit
Yes.
has finished his soup zellie.
Mm-hmm.
And puts the bread back in the bowl.
Oh no.
Okay, he's finished. Lee?
Yes.
You're finishing your soup.
Yes. I realise everyone else is finished. I want to pick the bowl up and just sort of slurp the rest of it.
Oh.
I saw the dwarf do it, so I want to copy. But I tend not. I want to do it so I don't spill any on me.
Okay.
So I do a little bit, you know.
You lift the bowl up to your lips and just tip the bowl back and just finish the soup off, slurping away, drinking it straight out of the bowl.
Nice.
No,
No,
drop
use a
left
little-
in the bowl.
Yeah. That's fine.
Ah.
I'm presuming the elves left stuff in their bowl, did they?
Yes.
Yeah. See.
I've left only a little bit in my bowl. Like the
I
odd
want to
mushroom.
turn to Estelle and say that's a bit of a waste.
Just a little bit. That's it, a little bit.
Okay.
Then I realise every other elf has done the same.
Everybody's laughing. Everybody's happy. Everybody's like talking with each other, and the next course comes out.
Wow, that was quick.
Okay.
That's just a starter.
I want to look around the room to see if Aragorn's arrived yet.
Aragorn still hasn't arrived yet.
Where is Gandalf?
Gandalf is sitting with the elf, one of the hobbits, and the dwarf, and
Okay.
next to Elrond.
Okay, so he's on the main table. I don't want to go there. That's scary.
That's scary. Oh yeah.
Scary.
Scary.
Okay, I sit politely waiting.
Okay. Next course comes out. There is the whole side of a roast pig,
Wow.
followed by the whole side of a roast pig, followed by another whole side of a roast pig, until you realise that there is a roast pig for every table.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Dang it, this is going to be a waste of food, isn't it?
There's then several trolleys of vegetables.
Nice.
Turnip, carrots, parsnips, potatoes, peas.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another trolley that comes out with jugs on it.
Is it alcohol?
No, it's gravy.
Oh.
Wow.
It's gravy.
When I see these
and the
jugs...
jugs have been put out on the table. There's one for each table.
Yeah.
And then comes a last person. Everybody else is kind of like... the trolleys have all gone back now. They'll come out again at the end of the meal. But there's one person who comes running out really, really quickly and puts a small jam jar on the table.
Wow. Okay.
I think I'm gonna get full before the end of
The
this.
guy who took the bread away,
Mhm.
and you thought you were going to see the Hobbit cry, comes back out again, starts taking the bread away. He goes to take the bread basket from your table, and the Hobbit grabs his arm and says, "You're not taking it away, are you?"
What was the elf?
The elf looks at him and says, "That bread's not for this meal." The Hobbit lets go of his arm, and the basket of bread is taken away. Okay?
Okay. And another basket arrives.
No, then there's no more. There's no other bread arrives. There's no bread to go with this
Thank
meal.
God for that.
Elves.
But we have a big
provide...
pig on our table, don't we?
Yes, you have the
pig.
best side of half a suckling pig on a silver platter near the centre of your table, and surrounding it there is silverware bowls of vegetables, and there is one creamy white jug of very thick gravy.
Right.
For us to cut, right? The pig.
Yes.
Because I try to cut.
You look across and see the dwarf. The dwarf is like, this is what I'm talking about. Let me at it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's rubbing his hands together, and he's like, he's grabbing the air as if to grab the pig.
Well, like, gimme.
Yeah.
Like a little child.
Oh, yeah, well.
Gimme. Ah!
While this is going on, I want to turn to the little hobbit.
Yes.
And I want to ask him, so are you a hobbit?
Oh, zellie.
I want to be confirmed.
Lee has leaned out in front of you and talking to the person to your left.
No, to her right.
To your right.
I thought I just stood up, so he's probably talking behind my butt.
Yeah. that's why I thought I'd do it round now. Cause
okay, the conversation's going on behind you. Between Lee and the Hobbit.
He's literally talking behind my ass.
Okay.
Be so tall then.
Yes, he asked him if he's a hobbit. He says yes, he's a hobbit. He's a stewer.
I
He's
asked
a what?
what he's doing up here then.
He's a stewer.
A stewer hop.
Stewer.
Stuart, is it?
I have no idea what that is.
It's like a clan of hobbits, is
It's a
it?
clan. It's a hobbit clan.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Now I know. He's a
I
stewer.
asked him what he's doing up this far away. What's he doing up here then? What's his purpose to be here? There seems to be a few other hobbits.
Oh, it's secret. And the traveling. He's traveling with Gandalf.
You're travelling with Gandalf. Did you see where he parked a horse and carriage? He said he left it back at Thunbarth.
Last time they saw it, it was full of gunpowder.
What? Oh my. Might have to go I turned to the other elf on my left. I asked him, have you got any alcohol? I need alcohol.
I need alcohol.
I just cut a piece of pig. I hear that. Like, what?
Oh my god, I think I might
You're
have to
not
go
getting drunk.
Did you not hear what the little hobbit man said?
I don't care. You're not getting drunk.
My thing might have gunpowder in it. Is the gunpowder still in it?
Last time you saw it.
When was the last time you saw it? Was Gandalf still with it?
Yes. He came to Hobbiton and he put on a firework display, and then a few days later he left.
With the trolley? Trolley? No.
With the wagon.
With the wagon.
Yes. And when he arrived, it was full of fireworks, and he put on a firework display. It was full of gunpowder.
Oh, thank God. What about the horse? Was the horse alright?
Yeah, but he didn't really take much notice of the horse.
How dare you? That horse is a speedy little thing. It's a great little horse.
I'm trying to cut this pig.
Okay, so you're literally hacking away at this thing.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get where his... near the front legs, but on his... Yeah. There.
Okay, Zellie, you are hacking away at this pig.
On his back, his meat.
Okay. dwarf has already got his meat.
I hate to think how.
I wish to stand, and I want to start walking over to where the dwarfs are.
Okay, yeah, but a lot of people are changing seats and changing tables and stuff like that. And talking and sitting down next to people and having conversations and things like that.
Why is he going to leave me alone?
How long you got the Hobbit?
Oh no, you know what? Before I stand up, I do mention about my car to Estelle and all that, so it may be back at Fangard, so it may be that we'll be parting ways soon.
Gandalf said he left, he returned it back where he found it, safe and sound.
I know, I've just found out there might have been gunpowder in it previous. And
well, the Hobbit's told you it was full of gunpowder last time. When Gandalf was in Hobbit, it was full of fireworks and gunpowder.
Yeah, and then he left without it being fireworks. I'm a little bit eased now. There's not so stuff in there, but I want to get up and I want to go walk over to the dwarfs.
You go over to the dwarf.
There must be a small table for a couple of dwarfs, yeah?
There's just one dwarf.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just one dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hobbits and one dwarf.
There's a bunch of hobbits. There's an elf who's not from Rivendell.
And these are all
by the way he dresses.
And they're all on the main table, are they?
They're all on the main table, and there's various other elves and things dotted around as well, elves and half elves, dotted around. Just most of them are the stewards and the artisans from around Rivendell.
Is there a spare seat near the dwarf?
There is.
Could I go and grab it? Right, go and sit in it.
Yeah, you go up and you sit in it. Gandalf gets up and he has a wander over towards Elrond. And Elrond and Gandalf leave the room. There's still music playing, and there's still people bringing in food and bringing in bits and pieces and things like that, and putting them down on the tables and taking empty plates away. And everybody seems to be taking into these roast pigs. Zellie, you managed to actually cut a huge chunk of pork.
Yeah.
The Hobbit looks over and says, "Is that all for you?"
Well, the entire pig. No. Just this piece that I cut out.
Just cut a huge piece off.
Okay.
Is he wanting me to cut some as well?
No, he says he'll manage himself.
Alright.
Okay, so he takes the carving knife and he takes the long pronged fork and he starts hacking away and pulling off, like, he doesn't manage to get a whole chunk you do. He manages to get maybe a dozen, maybe 15 smaller chunks as the pork starts tearing. Puts them onto his plate, and then the elves have a go as well, and they pull a small piece off, a really tiny piece of pork.
Oh no!
Yeah, pull off a tiny piece of pork, but they put on they take a lot of vegetables.
I'm more of a meat person. Slightly bigger piece than every other elf. It's like, oh.
Okay, so Lee's disappeared. The elves on the opposite side of the table, they all have a small piece of pork each. The Hobbit has maybe a dozen small pieces, and Zellie's got the hindquarters of a pig on one plate.
Well, like a bigger piece.
A chunk. A huge chunk of pork on her plate. Lee, you go over and see the dwarf. The dwarf... You notice that the dwarf is actually using the plate. But all the forks and knives haven't been touched. They're still in the original places as they were when he sat down.
It's fair dues, that's what your fingers are for, isn't it?
Yes, and he's sitting there and he is munching away on this piece of pork. He's not interested in the vegetables, not interested in the gravy, he just wants the pork.
Yeah, I say it's good, isn't it? I've not had any, but I'm assuming it's good.
Everybody everybody else is having a great time. Another trolley comes in, and this trolley has about 30 tankards of ale on it.
Oh, thank God.
Then in comes another trolley,
That's what I've been waiting for.
and there's another 30 tankards of ale.
I turn to the door and go, this is what we've been waiting for, innit?
Dwarf's eyes widen, and as the trolley goes past, he grabs one tankard of ale off the first trolley, and then he grabs one tankard of ale off the second trolley.
What?
Oh, thank God.
Okay?
Yes.
The piece of pork that the dwarf was eating is on the plate. It looks like it's been shredded by a wolf.
Yeah.
And he has a tankard of ale in each hand. The elf reaches out, grabs a tankard of ale, and sits there eating an apple and drinking an ale. The hobbits have little hands shoot out across the table like they're playing cards. Yes? And they're grabbing pieces of bread, pieces of cheese, apples, oranges, grapes, beer. And they're just putting it on their plates and into their mouths. Zellie.
Hungry little buggers, aren't they?
Hey.
Everyone. Except for the elves.
Well, yeah.
And Zellie. Okay, Zellie, you have your vegetables, you have your huge piece of pork. The hobbit next to you is doing exactly the same as his counterparts on the other table. His hand is literally shooting out and he's grabbing bread rolls and vegetables and things like that, and gravy, and it's just all piled up on his plate. He has a little accident with the gravy.
All down your new dress.
Okay.
No!
He has a little accident with the gravy and he spills it and it goes across the tablecloth. Okay? He was slightly distracted by the tankards of ale his friends were having. So he puts the jug down, reaches out when the trolley goes past on the way back to the kitchen and grabs hold of the last remaining tankard of ale.
Right.
The elves aren't interested in the ale. Each one of them has a glass of water.
My kind of drink.
Okay.
Water is the best drink you ever have. It keeps you hydrated.
The music is just merrily plodding along, and Elrond and Gandalf have gone into the corridor to talk.
Interesting.
Okay. I would like to pour myself a cup of ale.
You grab a tankard of ale off the trolley. The trolley that's
Well,
near the dwarves.
You said there was an elf.
A couple of trolleys. Yes, there was a couple of trolleys. The elf has got a tankard of ale and he's got an apple.
Yeah, I just asked if I can have a.
The hobbits seem to be just moving with amazing dexterity at grabbing anything that goes past. One of them has discovered the small little jam jar which was left on the table.
Oh yeah.
Yes, off comes the string, off comes the wax seal.
Sticky hands. Ew.
Oh no, they're gonna put their fingers in the bowl, aren't they?
No, and he raises it up to his nose and he goes, "Ooh, that smells weird," and holds it out to his friend, who shoves his nose into it and goes, "Tastes odd, doesn't it?" Looks into the jar again and goes, "I wonder what it tastes like," and shoves his finger right into the jar.
I know it!
Is jam another rarity thing?
Jam?
Yeah. Well, you said it was
not
like you said it was like jam sort of thing. So
It's
is
a
it?
jam jar.
Oh right,
It's not
sorry.
jam.
Okay. Is it not labelled at all? There's
It's
no
not labelled,
icon on the.
It's just a jam jar with a wax paper wrapped on the top and a piece of string sealing it.
Okay.
Okay. See these hobbits smelling it and they said, that smells weird. And then I wonder what it tastes like, and just shoves his finger straight in. Pulls out his finger. His finger is coated in a yellow, lumpy, sticky goo. And he shoves it into his mouth.
Is it mustard?
Yes, it was mustard. Okay.
Oh dear. Why'd you have mustard in a jam jar?
It's the way they store stuff.
Wow, that's weird.
So you've just seen this hobbit shove something yellow sticky into his mouth, and his face goes red.
Yeah.
Zellie, what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna say I kind of take the accidental gravy and I only pour a teeny bit on the meat.
Okay, you pour a small piece of gravy on the meat. It is a gravy made, its base is red wine.
Yep.
Okay. It tastes really, really nice. The jar on the table is indeed mustard, and the elves, when the elves removes the seal, removes the string, takes the seal off, and picks up a very, very small, long silver spoon, dips it in, no bigger than half a teaspoon, and drops a small piece of it onto his pork.
Oh wow.
I don't do that. I stick with the gravy.
Lee, you've just watched this hobbit just shove his finger into a jar of mustard, then shove it into his mouth.
Do I see this as I'm pouring it?
Yes, as you're sorting out the gravy and sorting out the mustard zelly,
I don't use the mustard zelly.
Yeah, you see the hobbit just shove this mustard into his mouth. Lee, you see this hobbit's face just go red.
Yeah. Is he close to me?
Yeah, he's a couple of seats away.
Okay. Am I aware of mustard? Is it like another rarity thing?
Yeah, it is. It is
right.
For the rich. You were aware of it, but you've never tasted it. It's a bit like caviar.
Okay. Right, I'm not gonna do anything with the hobbit. I'm gonna concentrate on the dwarf.
The hobbit's hands are now flinging around, and he leans across the table, grabs hold of the jug of water, and literally drinks the whole of the jug.
Oh wow! Was it really that bad? Okay. I'll wait and see what when he's down. Does he look okay?
Down this hobbit's mouth, down to this hobbit's throat. Yeah. His eyes are shut really, really tight while he's glugging down this water. Okay. He slams the jug on the table. He opens up his mouth and he goes, ah. He opens up his eyes and his eyes are watering.
I want to turn to the hobbit and go, was it good?
He picks up the jam jar and passes you the jam jar.
Okay.
Don't want any more of that.
I'll take it away from him then. I'll take it away and I'll put it in front of me, I think. I think you're only supposed to have a little bit from watching the elves over here, look.
The dwarf slaps the hobbit on the back and starts to laugh and says, ah, you might survive this adventure after all. And the elf, the foreign elf, the Sylvan one, looks across and starts laughing.
I ask, oh, you're going on an adventure? No, actually I don't. I want to talk to the dwarf. I want to ask him what he's up. Like, it's unusual for him to be in an elf enclosure sort of thing, you know, a dwarf in an elf. So cool, it's unusual for you to be up this, having dinner with elves.
I know, but this is just a celebration before we get down to business.
Celebration? What are you celebrating?
Their safe arrival.
What? What? The arrival? But why have you arrived? Why have you come here? What? I mean, I came here to meet this old man Gandalf because he originally had my items, and now it's back where we started. And I've got to travel back there tomorrow. So what brings you up here? What was your?
What are you complaining about? You've got good music, good food, good place to stay.
This is true.
That's not the point.
The night and day, being here, it's really nice. It is great, but getting here was a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, this Aragorn guy has my other horse, and I still haven't been able to locate him.
Oh,
to find
you've
out
seen Aragorn? Where is he? You haven't seen him?
I haven't seen him. He's got my horse. I want my horse.
Oh.
He's got my war horse. He's supposed to be meeting up here, but Gandalf said he's a bit preoccupied, if you know what I mean. But
lady favors.
Yeah, he's got to be with a lady or something at the moment. But
got to get priorities right.
I know. Ale first, stuff, then lady. But it boggles me to see a dwarf dining with the elves.
Okay, he's not too sure how to take that.
Look, I mean no offence, yeah.
Would you prefer that yet outside, or maybe there's like I'll dine at the crossroads with a fine peddler.
No, you've taken it the wrong way. Don't hurt me.
You've taken it the wrong way. Don't hurt me.
I pour 2 tank. Well, I get 2 tankins. I give him one. I say I'm sorry, but I say it like I want to speak dwarfish to him.
I was gonna say.
I want to apologise. Yeah, I want to say sorry in his own tongue.
Well, that's fine, laddie. He's
I did not mean to offend you in any way. I've had a heck of a day.
He says
the journey here almost got me killed.
But you should celebrate the night and celebrate your safe arrival, because tomorrow could be a different story altogether.
Right, do you know something?
They all know something.
Zellie. I mean, my, oh god, no, I'm gonna die.
Zellie. Yes. You look across and you see the where Lee's sitting, and near Lee, a couple of seats away, there is a hobbit who has just downed the best part of an entire jug of water, which is about 2 pints of water, and whose eyes are watering, and passes the mustard jar to
Lee. Okay.
Yep. The hobbit next to you, who decided to accidentally spill the gravy, looks across at his mate and says, "Oh, that looks like fun. I'll try some of that."
No, don't.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna look what Lee's doing. Theo.
Lee, he's talking with the dwarf. He can't really hear what's going on. The volume in the room has gone up considerably, even though Elrond and Gandalf have gone outside to talk. There's still around 40 to 50 individuals, all talking, all drinking, all partying, kind of thing, in this in this dining hall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's still no sign of Aragorn. There's still no sign of Arwen. The pig has been left on the table with the vegetables and the now half-empty jug of gravy, the still reasonably full mustard, and the various spices, the salts, the peppers, the breads, the fruit. Gandalf and Elrond come back inside. Gandalf looks over to you, smiles, taps his nose,
alright,
and then goes over to sit with Lee, the dwarf, the elf, and the hobbits.
Alright. Why he smiles at me? It was so creepy.
Okay. Elrond comes back in and he says, "Oh good, I didn't miss it."
Missing the roast.
No, the roast is the roast. He says, "Oh good, I didn't miss it."
Yeah.
A couple of seconds later, the doors open up and two people carry in a huge jelly.
I'm gonna be full at this point.
A huge jelly.
Oh man. Is that dessert?
Yeah. And another jug. This jug has cool cream with it.
Ooh.
Hobbit's never seen jelly.
Of course. They haven't seen anything in this dining hall.
Nope. Closest they get to anything is rabbit stew. Okay. By this point, every plate in this grand dining hall needs to go back to the kitchen because there is either gravy, mustard, mashed potato, or some other kind of culinary ingredient splattered across them all.
Yep. Mine has leftover gravy. Ah.
Okay, Lee.
Lee.
Is Lee back?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Like I said, Gandalf and Elrond have returned. Elrond kind of came back in and said, "Oh, thank God I haven't missed it." Yeah?
And Gandalf winked at me, funny. And
Yeah,
smiled.
'cause you were young.
Gandalf winked and said, you kind of like looked at Zellie, smiled, and tapped his nose like he did previously, and then goes and sits with the dwarf and with the elf and with the hobbits. Elrond comes in and says, "Oh, thank God I haven't missed it," and you see a huge red jelly being carried in by two of the kitchen staff, who's being followed by a kitchen maid who's carrying in two very large jugs of cold cream. The hobbits have never ever seen jelly before.
Okay.
I want to take a small piece at this point because I'm literally about to fill myself up to the max. I'm like, no, I think I overdid it. I can't eat. My tiny stomach.
Okay.
Oh, I want to grab like a canteen of ale if there's any left and a glass of water. And I want to head back over to Zeddy's table if there's anyone, if there's a free spot. If not,
there's a free spot. Yes, everybody's. I was going to say everybody's moving around. Everybody's either leaving glasses or plates and things on different tables. Yeah, there's either bread or fruit.
The only person that hasn't moved is me.
All over the place. Yes, there's people been moving around. It usually happens where you don't sit down at a meal and you sit in the same seat. You eat a bit, you get up, you move around. You might take your plate with you. You might move from one table to another. And you might reach over and say, "Oh, I'll just have a piece of that," or I might go over to another table. It's kind of like a dining buffet system.
Yeah.
I go over there, I'll give her the water,
and you
and I
talk
sit down.
to everybody, you socialise and you talk to everybody. There is music, there is people laughing, there's people talking, They talk either business, or they talk about adventures, or they just literally just all mingle. Even while eating, they mingle.
I want to encourage Estelle to go and chat with someone, because she was talking about learning knowledge when we arrived and all these people she could talk to, and we're sitting here and she hasn't moved 1 point, and I've realised this, and I've given her a glass of water, and I said,
why are you doing this? And it's kind of a mini celebration to celebrate your safe arrival. Not your safe arrival, but everybody's safe arrival.
I didn't realise we were in such danger. Oh, I'm beginning to realise after seeing those dark riders, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Me or Lee?
Zellie, what are you doing?
I was gonna take a small piece of jelly. This
Okay.
small. And then, yeah.
They come round for ball and they give you a small piece of jelly. They give the Hobbit a small piece of jelly. The elves, some of them take it, some of them don't. In other words, some of them prefer to have the fruit. One of them decides he will have a go at the jelly. He looks across and he sees Zellie eating, taking the jelly, so he decides to take the jelly as well.
Who's this?
One of the elves
Okay.
sitting at the table. Gandalf, you notice, takes the jelly. Big grin on his face, he likes the jelly. The Hobbit, who thought he could eat mustard raw, takes a look at the jelly and wants to cut his losses, and he doesn't fancy trying the same thing twice.
Resuming again, jelly is another royal thing. Like all the food we've got here, it's going to be quite
jelly
high.
takes an incredible amount of kitchen skill to make.
Right.
You can't just walk into a bar in Tharbad and say, "Can I have a jelly?" Royal houses have it. Yeah, if you remember that the elves have done apprenticeships of hundreds of years, the kitchen staff are no different.
Yeah, they've done.
Yeah, that's why I'm savouring every moment, even though I can't literally stomach everything. But
okay,
and that's why there's little leftovers on my plate.
When
but...
Elrond says we will have a small celebration, it's an excuse for the kitchen staff, who it might be another 5, might be another 10, might be another 15 years before they have some kind of celebration like this again. They really
work
to
out. Yeah, that's
go
cool.
at it and put out a nice, moderate celebration. It's not a wedding, it's not a birth or anything like that, it's just a get together. So they're being let off the reins kind of thing, and they are being allowed to demonstrate their skills, and they have created a jelly.
I would like to take 2 bits of jelly.
Okay, well the dwarf says he'll have to have this jelly as well, because he's heard so much about it, he's never tasted it before, and he wants to have a go at it. The wood elf, he has a small amount of jelly and the cream. The other 2 hobbits sitting on the table, the one that decided to plunge himself into mustard, he's had enough, that's it, he's not going anywhere near any more elven food. The other 2 have decided that they will give it a crack. They say, well, yeah, just keep bringing it. And you notice that most of the food around the hobbits has gone. The fruit, the bread, the water. Yes?
Yep.
That seems to have gone. And your little hobbit friend next to Zellie, who is now coated most of his tablecloth in gravy, has now tucking into and enjoying very much this jelly, although he's not too sure how you chew it. And you're having your jelly as well.
Yes.
Lee went back to the seat that was next to me, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I sitting next to her, not opposite?
No, next to it.
Okay.
So next one. Okay. All the elves have a tendency to move around and mingle, and Gandalf has a tendency to move around and mingle, but considering his age and his knowledge of, eating etiquette around elves, they do get up and move around. The dwarf, not so, and the hobbits, not so. They remain in seating, and you and Zellie have not moved out of your seats, but everybody else seems to be up and moving, either with a bowl of jelly, or with a tankard, or with a glass of water, or with an apple or fruit or something like that.
Oh wait.
Well, I went and saw a different table.
Yeah,
Yes, Lee moved to another table. It's perfectly normal to move between tables. It gives you an opportunity to sit down and eat with as many of your friends as you can in a sitting. Yes, share a meal with everyone. That's how Elrond likes to see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I say to Estelle, why haven't you mingled?
Go on, Zellie.
Everyone else is getting up talking. Yeah, why haven't you spoken to these other people? You wanted to know their knowledge and all that. This is a great time to get chatting with people. As I eat my jelly. That was me sucking it through.
It's strawberry jelly.
Strawberry.
Oh gosh.
What are the fields up on the bit that I went with the garden?
Well, the gooseberries, the blackberries, the strawberries, and the, yeah.
Okay.
Guess I'm just too overwhelmed that I haven't socialized yet.
Okay, well, you're eating your jelly anyway. You're eating your jelly and you're drinking your cream, and it tastes really, really nice, and you clear off the whole bowl. Zellie, you can't eat anything else.
Yeah, I just finished like half the jelly, and I'm like...
really rich food. The catering staff, the kitchen staff, they're coming out and they're starting to clear away all of the tables. Lee?
I want to ask the Hobbit.
Yes.
The one sitting next to Zellie.
Yes.
Or Estelle. What his name is, so I don't have to keep referring to him as Hobbit.
His name's Pippin.
Alright,
Peregrine.
so hello Pippin. I am
Peregrine.
well. This one keeps calling me Theo.
His friends
so
call him
me...
Pippin, but his proper name is Peregrine.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to eat my cake.
Oh, Peregrine. His name's Peregrine, but everybody refer to him as Pippin. No, Pip.
Yes. Is that what he's so I can call him Pip?
You call him Pip.
Yeah. Well, you can call me Theo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, you hear the conversation that his name is Pip.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
The tables have been cleared of everything, including the centerpieces. The candles are turned down. Some of them are turned out, like they're put out. Okay? And the room goes really, really dark. And everybody is really, really quiet, and there's a silent hush. And then Elrond stands up, points to the ceiling, and there's a little spark of light, and out of that spark of light, glittery stars start falling down from the ceiling. Okay?
What sort of magic is this?
What sort of magic is this? Okay, glittery stars start falling out of the ceiling. Yes?
Yes.
They all disappear just before... The stars disappear just before they actually, like, hit the table. Yes?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like, what is it like when you say glittery stars? I mean,
like sparklies.
Like sparklies,
yeah.
Yes, but they just fall down. They're just like it's like the roof just illuminates in stars, of the whole of the dining hall chamber as the rest of the room turns dark, and then you see these stars just like fall down, just like sparks of light, glimmers of light, just fall from the ceiling, and they fall to just above your head height. And then fade out and disappear.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. And he says, well, I hope you all had a really good time and you've enjoyed the food. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But we have important business tomorrow. So he wishes you all a good night. But please stay and be entertained.
I look to Estelle and go, do you think we have important business?